Hello everyone, Tommy Giordano here. The internet's new attempt at trying to make a YouTube channel at 16 years old. Oh god, just noticed the blinking light and everything. I might turn it on, that might be better. Transition to the newly acquired green screen. Have you ever listened to an album, an EP, a Bob Ross video, and thought to yourself, hey, that's pretty good. Well, in this video, I'm going to be going over all the music that's come out this past decade, and for future resemblances of humans in the future, the past decade that I mean is the 2010s. And if you don't agree with some or if any of my takes, that's okay. We all have opinions here, sure. The way I'm going to go about this video is this. The video is going to be split up into multiple segments due to the multiple categories I made up for select songs, albums, etc. I'll put timestamps in the description and throughout the vid if there are any areas you may be more interested in looking into. Nominations range from 4 to 6 depending on the category, and the one I determine as the winner will receive a detailed explanation on why I think it slayed the rest of the competition and why you should definitely look into it. Note that any albums I do nominate I still highly recommend, so if you want to, do check them out as well. Alright, let's get this show on the road.
This is rap, this is hip hop.
And the nominations are Kanye West 6 out of 10, Childish Gambino's Best Album, Kendrick Lamar's Best Album, Danny Brown's Alternative Soundtrack for Good Time, Kids See Ghosts 0 to the 6 to the 10, and Tyler the Creator. Oh shit, I feel bad now. It's not a rap album. I guess I can include it. There's not really any other places where it'll fit, so I'll just leave it here. And the winner is Atrocity Exhibition by Danny Brown. Atrocity Exhibition is a bleak, twisted trip down an album full of features, key themes, and most of all, some of the best flows this decade. The best tracks here are probably Ain't It Funny and Gold Dust. Ain't It Funny for its blasting instrumental and slick delivery on Danny's part, and its predecessor Gold Dust because it sounds like an arrangement of musical chaos. And I like me some musical chaos. And as of the next category, like Inside Out taught me, it's okay to cry. I'll admit, some of the stuff I've cried to is a little embarrassing to admit, like the Lego Batman movie. You watch it and then you'll stop laughing. After laughing since the film is incredibly funny. Anyway, these are the saddest songs of the decade, and here are the nominations. 21 Pilots, you just gave me trees. What the hell? Death Grips smash walls with my face since I'm crying and bopping. David Bowie's introspective look at death with the word arse somehow fitting in perfectly. Lord's sad look on relationships that actually comes off as sad instead of pretentious as fuck. And 21 Pilots. Again, with The View from Halfway Down before The View from Halfway Down. And the winner is David Bowie's Lazarus. Holy shit. Lazarus. I'd say Truce holds a very close second for its extremely hopeful yet existential atmosphere, but David Bowie's Lazarus easily takes this win. Every time I hear Lazarus, it feels chilling to the bone. It honestly feels like Bowie's swan song, and it sure is a song to go out on. Bowie's death makes the first line, "Look up here, I'm in heaven," a terrific yet morbid line, for it almost feels like Bowie's talking beyond the grave. Black Star, as a whole, holds this atmosphere greatly throughout, and Lazarus is just another classic in the track listing. The musical instrumentation of this track, and really all the tracks on Black Star, should also be duly noted. For here, it's grand, it's epic, and it's really, really somber. And the nominations are: Swans, A Fresh Melon will give this album a 6, and then give the follow-ups higher ratings, and then give this album a little bit more credit. Lords, I'm Not Crying, We're All Crying. Wolf Alice's My Love Is Cool, again, because this time Ellie swears more, so it must be better. Arctic Monkeys World War II album. Oh, someone honestly commented this, and it still makes me laugh my ass off to this day. What is it? Where is it? And Daughters, You Will Most Likely Get What You Want. And the winner is Daughters, You Won't Get What You Want. I will talk a lot more about this album later, since this isn't really going to be the first time you're going to see this album nominated. Oh no. This album's going to come up a lot more. But as of now, I'll compare it to their 2010 noise rock effort, Self-Titled. Self-Titled was a great album. Not perfect, but it does have a lot of explosive head-banging moments in it. But You Won't Get What You Want takes Self-Titled and expands upon it to an insane degree, upping the explosions, upping the lyrics, and most of all, upping the horror. If you're someone who thinks that music isn't scary, or it can't be scary, put any of these tracks on for like a minute, and you will see that you are mistaken. Aside from that, terrific album, terrific comeback. On to the next category. It's me! Joking aside, best single counts as a song released as a single before or after an album's life cycle. And the nominations are Kanye West
With his own views.
on SNL, Childish Gambino's song about him thinking that he has a 900+ year life expectancy, Swans with their health and social presentation, David Bowie's adamancy on how he's a particular type of star, Lord's provision of driving tips, and 21 Pilots screaming about how one particular member really wants a jumpsuit to cover the, oh now I got it, it's been over 2 years and now I bloody get it. And the winner is Oxygen. I, superwildejellyfish, or, you know, my actual name, Tom, have become a huge Swans fan over the last year. So believe me when I say, this will not be the last time you see a Swans anything come up on this video. Oxygen is a crowning achievement for rock music. It's an 8-minute powerhouse that shreds on the guitars, smashes the snare drum, yells crazy nonsense, and is a musical representation of a near-fatal asthma attack, which is terrifying to witness, yet so badass to listen to. The song, not the asthma attack. If you give Swans over 5 minutes to fill with musical satisfaction, they'll bloody deliver alright, as did these artists. Damn, my segues are getting better. I am 100% not appearing in this category. Not only because I haven't really made anything remotely as amazing as these artists that I'm going to mention, but also because I'm starting to make music 1 year late. Better late than never though, right? Anyway, the nominations are Death Grips, with their first release being Ex-Military in 2011. Childish Gambino, with his first release being Camp in 2011. Tame Impala, with his first release being Lonerism in 2012. Wolf Alice, with their first release being My Love Is Cool in 2015. Tropical Fuckstorm, with their first release being A Laughing Deafened Meat Space in 2018. And Black Midi, with their first release being Slagenheim in 2019. And the winner is Death Grips. If you have seen my review of Gorillaz' latest track, you might have recognised a lot of places where I shoved in obligatory Death Grips references. That's because I believe they are one of the best acts to come out of the 2010s. They blasted onto the scene with Ex-Military, gained extreme levels of popularity with The Money Store, and the whole time bringing forward uncompromising, inaccessible sounds and lyrics sliced throughout. One of their lyrics is literally
Spread ego across the block, spread ego across the block, spread ego across the block. I fuck the music, I make it curl. I fuck the music with my serpent curl.
I think it's easy to say that Death Grips pretty much own the decade. Every new release would do something just as uncompromising and difficult to comprehend. But over time, we'd get better and better with every listen. With no years missed or release content between 2011 and 2019, Death Grips is a trio that looks as if they won't be running out of steam anytime soon. Yeah, they get their own category. No nominations here since pretty much all the albums are on here, so the winner is The Money Store. My opinion of my favourite Death Grips record pretty much changes all the time. So as of now, I'll say The Money Store is probably my favourite. It has the best closer with the glitchy hacker, the catchiest opener with the song best produced tracks, and probably the punchiest experience you can get from a Death Grips record. If you are a fan of culture, a man or woman with many likings for music, many tracks here may appeal to your musical tastes. If you like rap, Get Got, I've Seen Footage and Hacker are great starters. If you want something a little loud and punchy, The Fever, System Blower, Hustle Bones and Punk Way. I put emphasis on Punk Way when it comes to loud and punchy. Should satisfy. The Money Store is far from accessible, but if you want to dive into Death Grips' bottomless pit of content, The Money Store would be your best bet to start off. Me personally, I started off with Bottomless Pit, so starting points can vary.